All right, guys. I want to welcome you guys to another trading session, live and direct with Loaded Forex Academy. And the trading week just, uh, I think we are still at the beginning of the trading week. And I believe that today is Tuesday, and the week is still fresh for us to still cash a lot of trading opportunity. So tonight we have a special guest for you guys. He's a profitable trader who has been in the game for a while right now. So he will be live with us tonight to share his own trading system, trading secrets, so that we can all learn from him. So permit me to bring on board Fugap FS, and is part of the product of Loader Forest Academy. and he has been doing so far. So I mean, so well for himself. So, Fogap FS, are you there?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. How are you
Good,
doing?
I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening,
I'm good.
everyone.
Good
Yeah.
evening. Can you share your screen? All right, let me share it. Let me share your screen. Hold on.
Habana, is it okay?
All right, I'm easy. Over to you. You can go ahead.
Good evening, guys. I want to thank my boss for giving me the privilege to show you guys some stuff tonight on USDJPY. So quickly, without wasting much of our time, I will go straight to our top-down analysis. You know, this market is not something you jump into. Maybe you want to buy, you want to sell, you open your MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4 and you jump into it. No, you have to carry out your due diligence, do your own part by performing your top-down analysis to know where the market is heading to bias the directions of the market before you can take your decision in the market. So very quickly, I'll be starting from weekly time frame on USD JPY. So my intention of coming to check weekly time frame is to know the direction to which the market is heading to. Yeah, because for you to be successful in this market, you don't need to catch a falling knife. You are expected to what to follow the trend of the market, right? You don't need to be anticipating or taking decision based on your feeling in the market. You work as per what the candles the price action, the candlesticks are printing before you in the market. So right now, as per market structure, you can agree with me that USD JPY is trending to the upside. However, we are at a critical level in the market where a certain change is expected to happen, all things being equal, right? This market has been trending from since on the 14th of April, it has been trending on weekly time frame to the upside. Right now, it has come to a certain key resistance level where market has reacted over time. It reacted here in 2024, July, around this zone, or again, January 2025, we reacted, and here we are again, seeing the market giving printing such pattern again for us. So it is now left for us to analyze, do our due diligence, and position ourselves for a possible opportunity in the market. So now that we have realized that okay, market is at the point of a reversal, to complement your view on the market, you can bring out your RSI. If you bring out our RSI is already telling us that the market has been overbought, right? Market has been highly overbought. And here at Amaluded Forest, we work mostly, majorly on support and resistance. Because that is what stops the movement of the market. You understand? Market always have support and resistance, and even the trend of the market is being driven by certain break of support level or resistance level. So now that we are at a very key level, being a resistance level, we are expecting a possible downtrend from this weekly time frame. So to validate our view, we scale down to our daily time frame to see what the market is doing also on the daily time frame, right? So you look at the daily time frame, bring out your chart and your chart, you will see historically what is happening. right? So taking it back, you can see clearly how the market has been reacting and the zone whereby the market is right now. So for you to see even more clearer, you can decide to change from candle to line chart. And when you change to line chart, it is shows clearly that a certain reaction is already taking place around this zone, right? Which signifies a possible break of structure happening there, you understand, on the daily time frame, right? So our focus majorly, all things being equal, on USDJPY currently is sell. Another thing that you should look out for, which is one of the reasons why we are looking at this possible sale, is because of some levels of support areas that have been broken, which we are expecting market to retest, especially this gap that was left around this zone. You understand? One thing that market always does is that it will create a gap. It's just like a mark, which the market will come in the near future to come and fill. You understand? So this place is a target for us that yes, market, no matter how long it takes, will definitely come back to come and refill it. So we position ourselves to take advantage based on some of these confluences we see in the market, right? So daily has already also confirmed to us of a possible sell movement in the market for this week and the next week to come. So we move to our 4 hours. We did majorly our major analysis on 4 hours. Right now, I scale down to my 4 hour time frame, and you could see it clearly that yes, all things being equal, a possible sell is not far from us. So you have to what? To position yourself. You know, you can see how we take the flow from the top down. You understand? You don't just go look at 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and start taking your decision. You have to look at what is happening from the top, right? So if I bring out my trend line, you see the reactions of the market, you understand, to it, to this trend line. Many a time, for a very long time, you can see very, very clear enough. See, you can see a touch here, a possible touch here. You understand? Touch here like this, right? And this zone, market has break these support areas that have been stopping it from moving to the downside all this while. You understand? So the moment market break this support level, we expect it now that okay, on this reset, on this retouch, which we are having here now, there is high probability on this reset now, retest of this support level, there is a high probability of the market to move to the downside, right? So that is what we are looking out for in the market in terms of USDJPY, right? So all these are confluences to bring out to look at for you to know where you can possibly take a buy or sell uh, position in the market. So looking at this area, which is was acting as a resistance before, breaking to the upside, see that market come back to retest it, retest and finally break it to the downside. That is majorly what validate our view that yes, there is a possible sell that may happen this week. You understand? So for us, for this our sell projection to be invalidated, we need to see a candlestick market movement like this, maybe that will break it again, the structure up again, maybe retest, then we can say we want to buy. But any movement within this zone, we will preferably go for a sell. You understand? If we are restricted to this zone, you understand? And if you take the sell, you cannot write it down. You understand? So it's just as simple as that. Just as simple as that. Right? So if one of the things we do at Amaloded, when you mark out your key level like this, you don't just jump into the market. You understand? At loaded forex, you don't jump into the market. You look, you wait when market get to your zone. You wait for the market to give you confirmations before you enter the market. You understand? You need confirmations that yes, sellers are taking over this market before you can what? You can execute. So for you to do that, when market get to your zone, what you need to do is scale down to 30 minutes time frame. Yes, you scale down to your 30 minutes, then you bring out your counter trend line. You bring out your counter trend line like this. You wait until there is a break of the counter trend line. There is a break of the counter trend line like this. Then we strike and ride the market to the downside. We are not a patient trader. Some persons might have started taking position here, but no, here we are a patient trader. We don't jump into trades, right? We don't jump into trade that let me set my limit order and walk away. No, we want to see what the information of the candle around that zone before we could take decision, right? So when market get to a point of interest here like this, then you you scale to your 30 minutes, wait for your entry confirmation, and you execute. So now this is majorly what we are looking out for. On USD JPY. Which if we catch this move, is something we can ride. This can be your first take profit, something we can ride up to this level, even beyond. You understand? That's a perfect trade if it plays out. You understand? What you need is patience, not to what? To swiftly take decision when you are not supposed to, you understand, take decision. So you make sure all the information that you needed are what are valuable for you before you take trade, right, in the market. So that is it from my end for today on USD JPY. Thank you everyone for your time and see you another day. Thank you.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you for amazing and powerful session. So thank you for that FX.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Thank you, sir.
a big thank you, a big kudos for sharing your trading knowledge with the community. We hope to see you more.
Thank you, sir.
Over and over.
I really
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you very much. Amazing. All right, guys. So I want to welcome every one of us to the second session, whereby we're going to dive into the some of the A plus setup we are watching out for the week on GPB, USD, on gold, and on USD JPY, which Fogap FS already did justice to USD JPY. And I can see an amazing comment right here from Gold Farm 4926. Says just new in your channel. I use your strategy in 2 days and I made a profit of $1,000 in demo account. That's amazing. But we have to try it on live account. You know, if you are trading a demo account, no emotion is attached to it. You understand? Until you try to execute this system, this blueprint on live account, that's how you can call yourself a profitable trader. You understand? So, and one of the things that can help you is that if you know you are not consistently making money in the forex trading right now, do one thing. Do yourself a simple favor. Number one, focus on one strategy. Number two, follow one community. Number three, focus on one pair, max 2 pairs. Number three, focus on one pair or max 2 pairs so that you can have a proper or a now focus on what you are doing. No distraction. Then number four, make sure you belong to a real and a genuine mentorship community. Like some of the mistakes that I made when I started way back, my first 2 years in trading as a forex trader was totally nonsense, rubbish. Why? Because I was trying to tutor myself. I was trying to learn on my own that I don't need the help of somebody who's already doing fine or better than me, right? Like I don't need the help of somebody ahead of me, maybe a little bit, 2 steps ahead of me, right? For 2 years, you will find me in any name any forex community on Telegram. You will see me there. And any YouTube channel, you will see me there. I was just learning. So it got to a point that I had so much information. I can analyze market. I can predict financial market. If I tell you market is going to buy, it will surely buy. But you see my problem with all the information I had back then in my trading arsenal. Now, I dey see for market. I know they make money. I was unprofitable for good 2 years. You understand? So I was trying to teach myself, but there are secrets to trading profitability. You know, I don't know whether you've ever been in a situation whereby you know what you are doing. You know a lot in the forex market, but you are not making money. You are not profitable. Number one, because you lack a proper, genuine mentorship. You understand? So all these things are very, very important. Trying to do forex or learn forex on your own, it will not take you anywhere. You need a genuine mentorship. You understand? And that was the decision that I took after 2 years. Like the following year, I logged in for one good year. I focused on the skill. I didn't even focus on the money. I told myself that I want to master this skill. I want to understand in and out of trading. So I was learning under the guidance of someone that I can reach out to. Maybe anytime I make mistake, I can call my mentor. Okay, what is the next thing to do? All those things plays a major role in your trading journey. So if you are still in that stage whereby you know a lot in the forex market, your problem is not strategy. Stop looking for new strategy. No strategy is 100%. You understand? One thing that I can guarantee you, you will win some and you will lose some. But you have to make sure you master or you have a strategy with edge in the market that will help you to become, to be profitable in the long run. So this is very, very important. So thank you for the comments, Goat Farm. That is amazing. So let's get back to the charts. And then I want to show you guys the A plus setup we are watching out for on GPB USD. And we are going to show you guys a proper top-down market analysis, right? You have to be a solid technical analyst before you can use loaded strategy blueprint. For those of us that have been following us for a very long time, by now you should be familiar with our blueprint. So we call it loaded blueprint because it is loaded. Simple as ABC. Don't stress yourself. Repeat this same blueprint over and over, and your trading journey will never be the same. You are going to see a lot of improvement if you can maintain this blueprint over and over. The first thing is to understand the trend or direction. So what do I mean by trend? Where the market is heading to. If you know that the market is heading to Lagos, then you have to follow the market to Lagos. If the market is heading to Sokoto, then you have to follow the direction of Sokoto. If the market is heading to Abuja, then follow the direction of Abuja, BNE. So once you understand the problem one, then provide solution to the trend. Then number two is to establish your POI. What do I mean by POI? The area where you want to buy or area where you want to sell. These are just simple steps. Forex is not hard. Forex is only hard if you don't have a clear direction of where you are going to. If you don't have a clear direction of blueprint you are using in the market. So understand your point of interest. And as you all know, we only use two tools for our POI. The first one is support. And the second one is resistance. Simple as ABC. Resistance, simple as ABC. You know, the caution is you buy at the support level, then you sell at the resistance level. Now, the final one on the list is your entry time frame. You know, if you go on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of traders. They will tell you that they use pending order. We are not saying they are wrong or they are right. But at Loaded Forex Academy, we love to work with criteria, confluences. That is why our slogan is no entry, no signal. Let me write it out. Our slogan is no entry, no signal. So if our entry criteria are not there, we are not going to execute. We can analyze that market is going to sells down to this zone, then we are looking for buy opportunity. That doesn't mean that if price action sells down to this zone, we're going to execute immediately. No, we still have to wait for extra confirmation. We want the price action to talk to us. We want the price action to speak the language that we understand. And what are the signs under the entry time frame? Number one, we have something we call volume reduction. Right? Volume reduction. Let me just use BR. Then the second one, weak rejection. Let me use WR for it. And the last one is change of structure, COS. Right? Then finally, our CTB. Simple as ABC. Just write this blueprint down. Whenever you want to analyze any market, either forex, commodities, crypto, wherever, just follow this direction. Understand the direction of the market or trend. Establish your POI, the area where you want to buy or sell the market. Then the third one, your entry. Under the entry, we have our entry criteria. The first one is volume reduction. Second one is weak rejection. Then the third one is change of structure. The final one is CTB, or you can call it counter trend line breakout. Then let's start from the problem one. We have problem to solve in the market. And the first problem we want to solve in this market is trend. And if you look at the overall direction of this market, once upon a time, the price action was trending to the downside. If you agree with me, the price action was trending to the downside once upon a time. Let me take the candlestick back. Let's try to run a proper top-down market analysis. Some weeks ago, if you look at the structure of the market, you can see that the price is moving towards towards the down or toward the south direction. Let's change it to line chart. You'll be able to see it clearly. And you can clearly see swing high, swing lower high, swing lower high. That's a clear sign that sellers are the one in charge of the market, right? All these things are very, very important. And whenever the price action is trending to the downside, when you establish a pattern like this, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low, as a professional technical analyst, one of your primary objective or primary assignment when price action, hey, excuse me, I have a running nose. Sorry. So sorry for that. So as I was saying, one of your primary assignments is to make sure that your last lower high is protected, right? This place is our last lower high. Price must not trade or buy and close above this last lower high. In a situation whereby we have something like this, a sign that sellers are no longer in charge of the market anymore, the buyers are now back in the game, simple as ABC. So if you look at the structure of the market right now, let's take it to candlestick chart. Where is our last lower high? This place happens to be our last lower high. So let's write it down. Our protected lower high. We are showing you guys how to run a top-down market analysis. Simple as ABC. Don't stress yourself. Just apply the same blueprint. These are protected lower high. The price must not close above it. Now, let's continue the journey. Then the price action gave us a retracement phase from here. Price expanded, then price retraced a little bit to form a new lower high. But this price action must not retrace and close above this zone here. So, in as much that the price action is still retracing within this range, our sell sentiment is still valid. So let's continue the journey. Then look at what the price action did. Price action created a new swing lower high around this zone here. So this place is no longer our new lower high. So this place becomes our protected lower high. Simple as ABC. The rules is that our protected lower high must not be taken out. Buyers must not close above it during a bearish market sentiment. Please write this simple approach or simple truth down so that you'll be able to master this trading scheme. Forex is not hard. Trust me, Forex is not hard. Forex will be as the market will reward you if you are patient and if you are disciplined. No matter how good your strategy, how perfect the blueprint you are using, if your patience is zero or your discipline is zero, trust me, go and learn something else. Go and learn something else. We are not going to come here and start sugarcoating or try to tell you a quick lifestyle dream or something overnight. You understand? You have to follow the process. Be patient and be disciplined. This is very, very important. So if you look at what is happening on the daily time frame of GBP USD right now, our last lower high here must be protected. So let's continue the journey. Currently right now, we are trying to solve a problem. And what is the first problem? Trend or direction of the market, right? So we're trying to check the historical data to help us establish the current price action, what is going to happen in the future. Without the historical event, there's no way we'll be able to establish the future event, right? Now, let's see what will happen. The price action closed above the last lower high. These are protected here. Now, let's take the candlestick back a little bit. The last candlestick that closed last week Tuesday was unable to close above this protected high here. And the moment the price action mitigated this zone here, what happened? There was a sharp weak rejection at the top of the candlestick. That signified presence of sellers. That sellers are trying to what? To take charge of the market. But unfortunately, the buyers came back with high momentum, full force, and they invalidated this protected high. And that is against our downtrend rule. For buyers to invalidate our protected high is a sign that we are no longer in a bearish sentiment anymore. We're now back to bullish market. So then we have to change our bias right now. So what is going to be the solution to our problem one? So inside our trading journal, you have to have your trading journal. Get a small book or go to any bookstore and buy a trading journal, right? So the solution to problem one or blueprint one is buyers are in charge. Or let me just say, which party now is ruling Nigeria? APC, right? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one in charge of the country right now, no longer PDP. You understand? Buyers are the one in charge of the market right now. So we have been able to solve the problem one by running a historical top-down market analysis. You can see the way I'm walking you guys through the journey. We are not just coming here to come and show you, okay, if price action come here, buy, if price action come here, sell. No, we just want to show you guys the brain behind this strategy or the secret behind this strategy so that you can start applying it, right? So that you can build yourself, you can stand on your own as a profitable trader as well. So whatever I'm looking out for in this market right now, the daily time frame of GBP USD, I'm only looking for buy opportunity because my top-down market analysis shows that buyers are the one in charge of the market. So what am I looking for? Buy opportunity, buy setup. So am I saying selling against the trend is a bad thing? No. But as far as Loaded Forex Academy is concerned, we are trend trader. We are trained trader. We don't trade against the trend. We don't stand in front of a moving train. It's very dangerous. So we want to trade with the direction of the ruling party. APC party, they are the one ruling the country right now. So we want to decamp. You can see what is happening in the country right now. Every governors, they are moving to the winning party or to the ruling party because that is where they can get access to the national cake. So right now, we are looking for buy opportunity in the market. So where is our now recent high? This place was the recent lower high. Then price created a new low here, right? Then price now gave us a pattern like this, higher high. So we're expecting price to create a new higher low so that we can wait for the next expansion to the upper side. So this is the pattern we're expecting right now. Now, price just gave us that retracement phase, and the candlestick closed with this bearish candlestick last week. So now let me break it down. When the buyer started the journey around this zone, from this low, from this support, look at the momentum of the candlestick. The momentum of the candlestick, you have to pay attention to the price action very well. Now, there was a massive rejection at this support zone. Then the buyers were trying to take charge of the market, and they closed with unhealthy or a low momentum candlestick, bullish candlestick here. Then look at what happened. Then a little bit strength. We can see a little bit energy of the buyers in the game. You can look at the body of this candlestick compared to this one. This one is a little bit bigger than this. That shows that the amount of buyers present during this session is way higher than the amount of buyers present here. Now look at the next candlestick, low volume candlestick. Then all of a sudden, what happened? A lot of buyers came in from nowhere and they pumped the price action to the upper side. Now look at the body of this candlestick. That shows that buyers are heavily present in the market. Look at the next candlestick. Boom. So you can see there was an increment in the momentum of the buyers last week. Look at the momentum here. Then all of a sudden, when the price action encounter obstacle last week as a result of this resistance zone here, this place was serving as a support here, but price action invalidated to the downside. Then we now have a what? A resistance here. The price action mitigated this resistance here. Let me reduce the font size of this guy. Right? The price action mitigated this resistance around this zone here. The first candlestick, what happened? Price closed with what we call dodgy candlestick. And whenever you come across dodgy candlestick at a vital or a solid key zone, it's a sign that sellers want to take that either fully or temporarily. Because if you look at the momentum of this candlestick around this zone here, we have like 70% of buyers in the market during this session. But all of a sudden, look at the candlesticks that closed after the price action mitigated this resistance zone. Unhealthy candlestick. That shows that the buyers, they are temporarily losing the momentum. Then the next candlestick that closed last week Friday closed with what we call indecision candlestick. What do I mean by indecision candlestick? Indecision candlestick means that between the buyers and the sellers, no one is in charge of the market. No one is in charge of the market, right? No one is in charge of the market between the buyers and the sellers. You understand? But the overall direction is buyers are the one in charge of the market. So right now, the structure is low, higher, high. So we're expecting a new higher low so that the price action can continue the bullish momentum to the upper side. Now, case closed. We have been able to solve the problem one, which is trend. Now we have a solid direction of where the price action is heading to. So no problem anymore. We just want to what? Look for buy opportunity in the market. We just want to look for buy opportunity in the market. We don't have any business with sellers or sell buyers or sell sentiment. So let's move to this step 2, PO high. No, now since we are looking for buy opportunity, right? That shows that means we have business with support in the market. We just want market to come to support zone so that we can take buy opportunity. We want price to come to support zone so that we can take buy opportunity. Now let's look at the historical data. What happened last week? Let me take the candlestick back. Before the price action invalidated our zone, this place was serving as a support zone. For those of us that don't know how to establish support zone in the market, support is just like a zone, right? First thing, change the chart to line chart. Then look for the zones where the price action reacted. Price reacted here, price reacted here. Then try to cover those zones. Cover it. Then change it to candlestick chart, then cover the body of the candlestick. Both the body and the wick of the candlestick, simple as ABC. That's a zone. So let's try to extend it to the future. Now look at what happened. Price action invalidated it to the upper side, right? Then what are we waiting for? We are waiting for price action to come back to this broken resistance, now turn to support so that we can look for buy opportunity in the market. So let's see what happened. Then this week, what happened this week? For those of us that if you check our community, on Telegram, we sent out this top-down market outlook in our Telegram community. We sent it out last week. And when we sent out signal outlook like this, the next thing you need to do as a professional trader is to exercise patience. Even if it's going to cost you to wait for hours or for days, you just have to wait. You understand? Market will always reward patience. And I'll be saying this over and over. Forex trading is structured to take money from impatient traders and hand it over to the people to the traders that are patient, those that can wait for that quality setup, not quantity. You just have to choose quality over quantity. You know, I was trading quantity for 2 years. Now, I dey see, I was not profitable. Until I told myself, discipline is not easy, patience is not easy. I'm not joking. It's not easy to wait. It's not easy, but you just have to do it. If you want to start making money in this trade, that was the decision I took way back. For 2 years, I was just any setup. I just want to come to the market and trade. For a good 2 years, I was not profitable. But not that I was not hearing the gospel that waiting is the best way for you to make money in the market. But I was so stubborn. I was like, no, why will I wait for 2 days or for a few hours before I trade? I just want to trade. At the end of the day, I was not profitable. Right? So if you are watching us for the first time, you can click the link below this video description or below this live session to join our free community on Telegram so that you can get access to our weekly profitable signals. And if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do so, like the video, and this helps YouTube algorithm to recommend our channel to more traders that are looking forward to learn how to trade profitably. Please help us to do that right now, and also share the link with friends and family. So back to what I was saying, we have been able to establish our PO high now. So this place is our PO high, which is going to be our loaded zone. So we call it loaded zone. So this is where we are focusing our attention. This is loaded zone. And finally, to the last step under our blueprint, you can see the way I'm following this blueprint. It makes the analysis so easy for me. And no matter how dumb you are, there's no way you will not understand. You understand? No too much grammar, no imbalance, other block, fair value gap, breakout block, this, blah, blah, blah. You understand? So the next one is our POI, which is our entry. Then we scale down to our 30-minute time frame. Right? On our 30-minute time frame, what are we watching out for? Let me take the candlestick back. You can see what the price action did here, right? So when the price action was approaching our PO high, what is the first sign we want to see? Volume reduction. Let me increase the font of this guy. Volume reduction. So we want to see that the sellers are struggling towards our PO high. You can see the volume reduction towards our PO high. You can see the momentum of sellers selling towards our PO high. All of a sudden, during this session, what happened? Then the sellers were struggling. That is a sign that, okay, the sellers are losing the momentum, right, towards our PO high. Then let's wait for price action to mitigate our PO high. Can you see price is here to mitigate our PO high? Like I said, no signal, no entry. Now look at what happened here during this session. If you look at the momentum of the candlestick that mitigated our zone here, it was a healthy candlestick. Healthy, bearish, engulfing candlestick. And we can't even, dare it to even execute our buy setup now. Because imagine we are pending order trader. We just set order here, then we put stop loss of 5 pips. What will have happened? We will have lost that trade. But as a result of this momentum candlestick that mitigated our zone, it's a sign that sellers are still heavily in charge of the market inside loaded zone. And we're not going to do anything. So until we start seeing our entry confluences, our entry criteria. So the first one, after this candlestick, you want to see volume reduction. Now look at the candlestick that closed after this long LD bearish candlestick. This is a low momentum bullish candlestick. That's sign number one. Then we need more of it. Another one, sign number two. So you can see like two volume candlestick, low volume candlestick pattern right now. So now the next one is weak rejection. You can see when the price action was approaching towards our POI, you can see weak rejection at the bottom of the candlestick here. That is a sign of buying pressure. Look at the weak rejection at the bottom of the candlestick. That's sign number two. So now, then the sign number three right now is to ensure that the structure on the 30-minute time frame is on the same page with the structure on daily. So our daily is bullish, then 30 minutes must also be bullish. So we want to wait for 30 minutes to give us a bullish structure. That is rule you must follow. That is a like simple rule. Now let's look at the overall direction of what is happening on 30-minute time frame. From this swing high, price created a lower low, lower high, lower low. We can't sell. I mean, we can't take any buy opportunity right now because 30 minutes is bearish. But we need 30 minutes to give us a bullish structure to align with what is happening on the daily time frame before we can execute. Simple as ABC. Simple as ABC. So, like I said, during a bearish market, your last lower high must be protected. So this place has our last lower high. So we want the price action to give us that bullish structure. So then look at what happened. Then price action was unable to give us the structure. Right? Price action was unable to give us the structure. So this play was serving as our last lower high, lower low, lower high, then price just created equal low right now. You can see the way the price action is struggling inside our PO high. Then the final step. Trust me, if you are not patient, if you don't have that patience, you can't trade our blueprint. You can't trade loaded forex strategy. So the final one is to establish what we call counter trend line by connecting from one body of the candlestick to another one. Or you can use what we call parallel channel. So by covering the wick of the candlestick and also the body of the candlestick, simple as ABC. So what is the function or the purpose of this counter trend line? Is to protect us from entering trade blindly. You understand? So the signal we are telling the market or sending to the market is that in as much the price action is still trading below this counter trend line here, ends up. We are not doing anything. No action, no entry, no signal. So we want the candlestick to close above this counter trend line and activate our bullish structure. Then we activate our buy position. So then we place our stop loss below here. Then we're going to target ratio 1 to 2 max. Then we are out of the market. Simple as ABC. You just have to learn how to execute quality setup by applying patience and discipline. So the next setup we are watching out for is gold. So we start our same blueprint. Let me copy the blueprint from this place. So let's apply the same blueprint on gold as well. If you look at what is happening on gold, for those of us that attended our last week Tuesday live trading session, I told you guys that if price action invalidated this structure here, I mean this key zone here, price will start buying to the upper side, and that was what actually happened last week. And if you look at what is happening right now, the inner structure, if you look at the swing structure, this place is like a swing high, swing higher low, right? But what is happening within this range right now is just like a minor structure trend, right? So the price action is just trending to the upper side to create us to price created higher high, then higher low, then price just invalidated the last higher high right now. So where is the recent key zone that we can use right now? So the trend right now is bullish. We've been able to solve the first problem, which is to get the direction of the market. Now the second one is to establish our PO high. So we can establish our PO high around this zone here, because we have a minor support zone here. So look at what happened. Price mitigated or retraced back to mitigate our PO high as a result of this resistance here. So there was a resistance here. Price reacted at the resistance. And if you look at the candlestick that closed inside this resistance was what? Dodgy, or you can call it indecision candlestick. Right? So what happened then? The sellers came in, mitigated this zone here. So let's get down to our entry time frame, right? Let's see what is happening on 4 hours time frame. So 4 hours is kind of giving us a bearish structure right now. Sellers are the one in charge of the market on 4 hours currently. And if you look at our entry criteria, now see what is happening on the 4 hours time frame. weak rejection, weak rejection, weak rejection at the bottom of the candlestick. That is sign number one. The buyers are warming up to take charge of the market. And then look at the way the sellers are struggling inside the loaded zone. Can you see the sellers are struggling right now? You must learn how to read price action. Wait for price action to talk to you. Have a personal relationship. Have a personal interaction with the market or with the price action before you execute your position. A lot of traders are not patient. The moment the price action enter their zone, no complaints, no criteria, then they just buy and sell. If you continue like that, trust me, you've been in this business or in this trading journey for 5 years, 3 years, you will not be profitable. I was once there. Yeah, I was trading blindly for 2 years. Now, nothing. So you have to start doing the opposite of what you are currently doing right now and seek the help of somebody who knows how to trade, somebody you can reach out to anytime. I'll find a reliable trading community whereby you can or whereby you can develop the proper trading mindset. Right? So if you look at what is happening on 30-minute time frame right now, price just mitigated our zone. What the fuck? Look at NEPA right now. So as I was saying, like the sellers are the one in charge right now because the price action just created what we call high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we have lower high. Then price action created a new lower low here. So with this structure right now, there is tendency for sellers to still push the price action to the downside. So we still want to wait for price action to come back and create or mitigate this loaded zone again the second time. So we want to see a little bit of price action to mitigate our zone here so that we can now look for buy opportunities to the upper side by following our entry criteria, right? So finally, on on USD JPY, so FOGAP FS, our guest already did justice on it, so there's nothing to talk about USD JPY anymore. So those are the quality setups we are watching out for on these three amazing pairs. But one thing you have to understand, out of these three pairs, we are only looking out for the best trading opportunity. Anyone that presents a nice and a good trading opportunity, that is what we are going to execute in the market by using our loaded blueprint. So before we end the session tonight, please, if you have any question, just drop it in the comment section so that we can analyze it together or we can solve it together. So we have 2 minutes to do that or 1 minute to do that, 1 to 2 minutes. So drop your question in the comment section so that we can analyze together. Okay, somebody requested for Euro USD. All right, so let's analyze Euro USD right now. So by using the same blueprint on Euro USD, as you all know, if you check what is happening on our DXY right now, let's see what is going on our DXY. So with what is going on DXY right now, it shows that the sellers are the one in charge. So that shows that Euro USD will also give us a bullish momentum, right? Since DXY is heading to the downside, then Euro USD will be bullish. But we did this analysis last week. Price action already created a low here. Let me take the candlestick back so that we can understand something. Now, if you look at the overall direction of what is happening on the daily time frame, price action has been trending lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And the rule says that the last lower high must be protected. So let's see what is happening on the daily time frame right now. So price action mitigated this lower high and it created equal high. Then what happened? The sellers came in and they pushed the price action to the downside. So let's continue the price action. Then the price action made an attempt last week or previous weeks to break this low. But unfortunately, the sellers was unable to do that. Then the buyers came in at this support zone here and they pushed the price action back to the same resistance. So there is something important about this resistance here. If you look at the historical data, you have to pay attention to data or the event that has happened some weeks or some months ago. Look at what is happening around this zone. Price once reacted here, price invalidated the support zone. Then price came back as resistance, reacted here, then sold again. Price came back, mitigated the zone, then sold again. Then price is coming back again. So now there's something so special about this zone. So as a trader, what you are going to do right now, since price has been reacting around this zone, you have to wait for two things to happen. It's either the price action react here, you take a sell opportunity, or you wait for price to break it and validate a bullish market sentiment. Then you wait for price to retest the zone again, then you look for buy opportunity. Right? So my sentiment, the reason why Euro USD is not part of our PO high or quality setup this week is because I'm waiting for price action to invalidate this counter trend line to the upper side finally. But price action already invalidated it, but the candlestick that closed above the downtrend line is not healthy. So I need healthy candlestick to break this downtrend line to the upper side, then close above this resistance. Then I position myself as a bias around this loaded zone here. Then I look for buy opportunity. So that is what I'm seeing on Euro USD right now. So I believe I'm able to do justice on that. So another question, Mr. Ifedayo, if I'm able to solve that problem for you, please drop a comment so that I'll be able to know whether you understand why we're able to what I just explained. So another question, let's move to the next question. Please write out VR, WRCOS. Okay, our entry criteria. So let's do that. So the full meaning of VR is volume reduction. And if you want to learn more about volume reduction, just go to our YouTube channel, go and watch all our past videos. We've explained all these things there. Then WR means weak reduction. Then the COS means change of structure. Change of structure, right? Then CTB means counter trend line breakout, simple as ABC. So just try to go to our YouTube channel, other videos, watch other videos, and so that you understand how to use our entry criteria, simple as ABC. Okay, Mr. Ifedayo. Okay, thank you. You just commented right now. So amazing. So Madam Esther, I hope we're able to do justice to your question. Then okay, another question right here is how do I scalp through all the setup? Number one, I've explained this during the session, right? I'm coming, let me check Euro USD, GBP USD right now. We are looking for opportunity right there because we have been waiting for this setup. We have been waiting for this opportunity. Okay, no opportunity, no entry right now. So so as I was saying, what's the name of the Carstone, right? Adebaba. Okay, how do I scalp through all the setup? Now, the first thing is to understand the time frame that suits your scalping trading style. If you want to be a scalper, Let me start from swing trading style. If you want to be a swing trader, you only have business with weekly, daily, then finally 4 hours time frame. If you want to be a swing trader, so this one is for swing trading. So these are the time frame you need for swing trading style, right? So the second one, if you want to be a day trader, you have business with daily time frame, 4 hour time frame, then 30 minutes slash 15-minute time frame, right? So this time frame is for day trading style, right? Then the final one is scalping. So you only have business with 4 hours time frame. Understand where the direction is going on 4 hours time frame, then scale down to 15-minute time frame, then execute your trade on 5-minute time frame by using the same blueprint, simple as ABC. So these time frames are for scalping trading style, simple as ABC. So just follow that blueprint and use loaded Forex blueprint to do that. And so I hope I'm able to do justice to that. So if you understand what I just explained right now, comment, drop a comment so that I can move on to the next session. How do I know London sessions? I think these are beginner questions. Just try to, this is what you're going to do. Join our Telegram community. The moment you join our Telegram community, you are going to see uh, a notice, a welcome notice at the top. We pin the message at the top of the Telegram community. Do that, then you're going to see our official WhatsApp number. Message us. We're going to send you our beginner free course. So all these things we've explained: the London session, the New York session, the Asia session, and Sydney or Tokyo. So if we explain these things there, we'll not be able to solve that because this is the beginner question. So Mr. Emeka Visa. Try to follow the steps, join our Telegram community, then message us through our official WhatsApp number. So thank you. Then the next question, explain the time frame to analyze an entry time frame. I just said this thing. If you are a swing trader, these are the time frame you need. And just try to follow all these blueprints. If you want to be a swing trader, right, you only have business with weekly time frame. Establish direction on weekly and daily time frame. Then your entry time frame is going to be 4 hours time frame as a swing trader. But if you are a day trader, establish your direction on daily and 4 hours time frame. Then your entry time frame should be on 30 minutes or 15-minute time frame by using the same loaded Forex blueprint. Same thing applicable to scalping trading time frame. Establish your trend and direction on 15 minutes and 4 hours. Then use our entry confluences or criteria on 5-minute time frame. Simple as ABC. So I hope I'm able to do justice to that, Mr. Larry Cole. So, okay. I think, okay, thanks from Gold Farms. Thanks. My question is, I must see before I execute, or can I still use pattern like double bottom? Well, just follow what we just explained. Use entry criteria. Number one, your volume reduction, weight projection, change of structure, then CTB. Simple as ABC. No long talk. No talk. Just try to backtest all these things. These are very, very simple. So what's the next question? If you have more questions, just drop it. From Mr. Ifeda, you are the best. Thank you for that. Thank you. So I think there are no other questions anymore. So please, if you are blessed in one way or the other through the information we provided so far from the beginning of this session, please, we'll appreciate your support by liking our videos, subscribe to our channel, then turn on the notification button. Do you know why we are requesting your help to do this? Because it helps YouTube algorithm to push our videos or our channel, to recommend our channel to others, other struggling or unprofitable traders that are looking for solution to their trading problem, how to trade profitably, right? Please help us to do this. Share this good news to friends and family. Loaded Forex Academy, we are still growing, and it should not be a bad idea if we all grow together. It will not be a bad idea if you are part of the movement, part of the vision right now. Don't wait until Loaded, Loaded Forest Academy becomes a global icon, a global fish, or a global cake. That by that time you might be using gold or big amount of money to find us. So let us grow together. Let us try to create history together, be part of the vision, be part of the movement. So like our videos, subscribe, and turn on the notification button so that YouTube can start recommending our videos or our channel to other traders as well. Okay, I love this. Thank you, sir. My first day and I'm impressed. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So don't forget, guys, every Tuesday, we always hold our free live webinar session on YouTube. So share the good news to friends and family. Let us learn. So there's no need to hide from anyone. So let us learn together. So another question from does price action really work on gold? Yes. Yes. Yeah, it works. Depends what you are doing. Like whatever strategy you are using, if you are not making money from it, you are actually the problem, not the strategy. Maybe you are applying. There's something you have to understand. Everything is all about application. Like I said, my first 2 years was nonsense. My first 2 years was nonsense. My first 2 years was nonsense because I had access to a lot of information. When it comes to SMC, you will find me there. ICT, you will find me there. Supply and demand, everything, you will see me there. Right? So much information for good 2 years, but I was not profitable. That might be your current situation right now because I've been there. You understand? So the problem is if you are losing money or you are not making money, you are the problem, not even the market or the strategy. So the solution is to find out how you will start doing the right thing so that you can start making money, so that you can become a profitable trader. All these things are very, very important. So right now. So Mr. I think there are no question right now. Mr. What's it called? Mr. Emeka, thanks. I'm satisfied with your answers. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Please permit us to end the call tonight. So thank you guys for attending. We appreciate. See you next week, Tuesday.